Oh no.
We're celebrating September. What do you mean it's forever?
I can't believe that today is the day. It has been a journey to get to this point. When we knew that we were gonna be purchasing this plane and starting it, everything just started rolling into motion, and some things got delayed, some things accelerated faster than we thought, but we just got a text this morning that our plane has arrived stateside. And so now we're headed to Oklahoma.
Dude, you know when you've been planning a trip for a really, really long time and you finally board the plane to go to whatever destination, it almost feels surreal. I feel like right now is that time. Like we're in the car. It feels so surreal to me. Like I don't think it'll fully hit until we hit the negative 18-degree weather in Oklahoma or something. But yeah, this feels really surreal. This entire drive has felt like an average road trip for us, but now we just got on I-40 headed east. And I don't know what it is about I-40. I remember as a kid, any big trip we're hitting I-40, we're going through Arizona. Like this is the road that takes us out of Arizona, and it feels real now. Back when I was a traveling nurse, I made this route a couple times, loaded up like this, driving cross country, and it's always like the start of the new chapter. Yeah, I feel that right now. Like I feel start of new chapter, hitting I-40, headed eastbound.
This just feels like a chapter is ending and another one's opening.
Yeah.
And I think that's really exciting, but it's also super emotional because, I don't know, we've kind of enjoyed every chapter, but this is one that we've been waiting for a long time. Also, I think we'd be a little naive not to say that nerves are also accompanying it. And I think it's a privilege to have these nerves. I don't want to be inconsiderate and naive of that, but it is just real where we're at right now. I think we have in our head of what we hope this will be, and I think there's just so much unknown, and I think that's where that feeling kind of comes in. But I think in the unknown there's also this excitement that is accompanying it. It's just a weird feeling right now. It's a mixture of feelings.
We're about 3.5 hours out of Albuquerque, New Mexico right now. We'll be spending the night there and then headed into Oklahoma City tomorrow. So that's our plan.
It is way too cold out here. Cheers. This ain't Texas. There ain't no holding. All my exes live in Texas. If anyone's gonna hate us on having a monster, you're a monster. Took a thumbnail and I swear my fingers are frostbitten right now.
Dude, we were outside for all of maybe 3 minutes.
Literally.
What is wrong with
it? It was not long.
These kids are not ready for these temperatures.
No, but we made it to Oklahoma.
We made it to Oklahoma.
Ain't no love in Oklahoma.
Oh. We're in Oklahoma.
Just beginning.
Okay, we're
Everything's
about to
just
build our
beginning.
plane. 16 degrees outside. That
Let's
is insane.
go. Let's go see Virgil McKenzie.
Oh, the cat. Where's the cat? Where's this kid? What's up, Cat?
Oh my God!
What's up, Hey, doing well. Do your worst. Wait, actually.
Wait, is that our kit?
Yeah. That's our bird?
Oh my God! I cannot believe that today is our first day working on this plane. It feels like a long time coming and I'm so excited, but also like low-key so terrified. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I grew up in a family where like I did not touch tools. Like, I am a complete noob. So I hope they're ready to like help this like rookie novice knowing what to do. Where the heck do we begin? Oh, hi Cash.
Right now we're just gonna unpack everything and rack it on these shelves. Kind of organize hardware and flight controls and everything.
Cool.
That's Ty. He's gonna be helping us over the next few months, taking this plane and turning it into an actual flyable plane. This is what we gotta start unwrapping, and then we'll kind of see what's inside.
I feel like this is just the very, very beginning, and we don't know what we're getting ourselves into.
I know.
Dalton, have you ever been on a tool truck?
No, I've seen videos of them though.
Oh! I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that this was a thing. I didn't even know a tool truck existed.
Our YouTube algorithms are very different. I very much so knew this was a thing.
This is crazy. They got everything here. I feel like from floor to ceiling, it's covered in tools. Literally stuff hanging from the ceiling.
I'm in heaven. You said you could open me a line of credit.
You too. Literally an ice cream truck of tools.
Well, arriving here, they had the kit in the corner, and then they had a full shelf of all of our stuff. So now we have to go through and inventory it all. Dude, oh, it looks like we have our power station down here too, for like our solar and everything.
It's like Christmas round 2. Electronic fuel pump.
So Aircraft Spruce actually makes this pretty easy for Bearhawks now. They just started making these hardware kits that have all the essential hardware for the build in them. And that's what we have right here. So all these boxes have all the hardware kits ready to go for us. And now we're just going through inventorying them, making sure that everything is there. And so we don't have any surprises halfway through the build, like, oh, we need this bolt. But everything should be right in here. Now it's time to get this thing onto the stands. What are the stands called?
Rotisseries.
On the rotisseries.
We're gonna put stringers on. We could drill tabs. So these are all just temporarily tacked on right now. These aren't the rivets that are gonna stay.
Apparently we're taking this thing and taking the top off so it looks like this.
That's probably good.
I'm struggling with this one. I'm kind of nervous to do it. For some reason, it just feels weird the fact that like the first time I'm using a lot of these tools is on our own plane. I'm low-key like, you sure she's gonna fly if I touch her? I think by the end of these 6 months, hopefully, I'll have a better understanding of like all these tools and equipment. I think it would be so cool to like expand my knowledge in this.
Because we're about to close this up. You're just gonna make sure there's no shavings in there, wipe it down, make sure there's no burrs. And we're gonna put them right back on. All building an airplane is putting it together and taking it apart.
We did that to the firewall already.
Get that head in there.
Okay. Well,
Everyone's left for the night, so I thought I'd show a little bit of what Erin and I are thinking on this build, give a little bit more of an idea of where our head's at and where we're going with it. It's so fun to actually have the plane like right here and be able to visualize it a bit more for us, where we've been kind of pen to paper looking at pictures this entire time, but now we're actually like getting to lay out the floor plan and visualize it in a more tangible way. So you're looking at the right side of the plane right now. This is where the massive baggage door is. Back of the plane, the front of the plane, where the engine's gonna be up here. In this area, we're thinking kitchen. So it's going to be a drawer that slides out with legs, cutting board, stove, propane, and then all of our kitchen gear. So plates, cups, utensils, everything. That'll probably be like here-ish. Right next to it, fridge. This is pilot seats right here. Pilot seats right there. Right behind that is our battery bank and solar panels. They're portable solar panels that we'll actually be able to toss outside. Here, so this is the floor of the plane. We'll have like carbon fiber floorboard more than likely. Above it, we'll actually put tent, chairs, and then on top of all of that will be a table, and the table will become our like false floor right in that area. We have windows right through here in the back of the plane, and above the windows we'll have storage for clothes and things like that. In this compartment, it's like an empty space in the back of the plane. So we'll have to be pretty cautious of weight with keeping the plane in CG. But we're gonna add a door on this side to access this compartment to put bulky things, sleeping bags, pillows, things like that, that then don't take up space in the main fuselage. All of this is gonna be really modular, so it's stuff that we can like pull out whenever we want. So none of what I just talked about is actually going to be a part of the main operating weight of the aircraft, or what we call the basic empty weight of the aircraft, because we'll have L-track. We're going to actually put that into the floor and potentially on the sides as well, and then mount everything that I just talked about into the L-track. So if Erin and I aren't going on a 3-day trip somewhere, we can take that stuff out and not have an extra 200 pounds in the back. Oh, okay. So underneath the plane, right down there, we're gonna have a big belly pod. And in that belly pod, we'll be able to hold 40 gallons of fuel, or I think it's like 35 gallons of water, depending on weight. I should probably do that calculation. But anyway, we're gonna have either or in the belly pod. So if we are going for an extended trip somewhere, we can put in water or fuel depending on our needs. So from the water in the belly pod, we're gonna have a pump that then pumps the water up out to our wing, where we have a quick disconnect. We're still figuring out all the details of this, but there will be a shower in the wing.
It's kind of funny because like maybe it's not something that's used all the time, but it's gonna be like such a fun feature, and we want this plane to be like our adventure mobile.
Yeah, everything about our ideal plane is not limiting us to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And this, especially with the L-track in the back, we can make this plane anything we want it to be.
I can't believe this was our first day doing this.
Dude, this girl crushed it. She hasn't like drilled anything in her life, and day one she's drilling on her own airplane.
Yeah, that's kind of nerve-wracking. Maybe we don't share that. If it's flying a little bit more crooked than normal, we know who the culprit was.
Sorrow, but still nothing opposes me. Freeze my body.